Hi everyone, welcome back to this week weekly market update. So as usual, let's take a look what's happening on last week and things to watch out for the coming week. Before that, just to inform you guys, US market for the coming week holidays. So coming week Thursday and Friday. Friday is actually Independence Day, so US market is closed. Well, due to Independence Day, Thursday is actually operate for half a day on US market as well. So next week trading market for US is only 3.5 days, so you are trading on US market, please watch out. It's a short week, and on top of that, next week is actually a heavy economy data week as well, like non-farm payroll, unemployment rate. I think there's some Powell speaking as well, so please check on your economy data calendar as well. So it's a very huge economy data week, but it's a short trading week period. All right. So before that, before we look into what's happening for the coming week, let's look into what's happening on last Friday. We can see the S&P break all-time high. After all the negative news, all the war, Israel war, uh, things seems like not able to bring down the market. All right, with tariff ongoing, but the market closed even higher. So S&P and Nasdaq, I think both of them uh, close all-time high. Well, Dow Jones is still struggling. Struggling doesn't mean it's not performing well. It's performing well on past few days, just that it have not reached the all-time highs. We'll look at the chart later. So things to watch out is that last Friday, right before the market closed, actually there are some drama going on between Trump and US and Canada. I think it's a tariff, so causing the markets to have some quick spike movement, but before US market close, Dow and the remaining index actually recover back V shapes based on minutes, 5 minute or 1 hour time frame. You can look at it if you're on the short term traders. All right. So aside from that, good news is that I think between China and US, they have finalized on the trade agreements. So, but the thing is that even though this is an issue ongoing, which create a market fear, but market still once again break all-time high. So market is not rational after all, right? It's stay irrational. So don't worry or concerns of what's happening to market uh, based on the China tariff news, because I think that China economy is not that good and US definitely want to secure the deal as well, same as China. So ultimately they will come to the agreement unless both sides drama comes again. So that's all. Let's come to the chart itself. For the coming week, we can see that Dow actually break above 43,000, which I mentioned previously, right? So this is the 43,000 resistance. Okay, so previously I was mentioned that between 43,000 and 42,500 is the resistance. If you have been looking into my posting over here, can you see that? So watch out for resistance between 42,500 and 43,000 is the resistance. So after it break between this resistance gap, right, I believe it's a very strong bullish sign for Dow Jones. So I will be biased on upside over here unless the US Canada drama is causing a huge, all the upcoming economy data is causing a huge volatility on the risk side, then it may actually drop. Otherwise, I foresee Dow sooner or later will join in S&P and Nasdaq to break all-time highs once again. So we shall watch out for 45,000 around figure as a major resistance right now. Okay, so next resistance we'll just put 45,000. Okay, so just simply shift this here. Alright, so that is my view on Dow Jones. As we can go and see S&P 500. Okay, so S&P 500 at break all-time high. Here used to be a previous high, 61,500. It's 6,150. Right now it break all-time high. I can see. So yes, continue remain bullish. There may be pullback along the way. For short-term trader, we have to watch out over here. So whether you're able to sustain or it close coming week, it closed a red candle, that is considered fake breakout. Okay, so we watch out for 6,150 point as a major support right now. Okay, so I just put 6,500 resistance. Okay, so right now used to be resisted at this area. Okay, so coming week, today's 29 June 2025. Okay, so coming week, watch out for this one. So see whether the price will fall below 61.50 to show a false breakout. Okay, so that is my view for S&P 500. And then for the coming week, watch out for gold. Gold has been performing quite well until right. So this is what I said in April, waiting for pullback to 50 to long, right? Previously, because the price is trending so well using this 50 days moving average XCC, well support. Okay, but right now the price actually break below 50 days moving average. That is the precaution signs that you want to take note on gold itself. Okay, so for the coming week, 29 June 2025, gold break below 50 days moving average. May continue unless it overtake. Alright, so gold break, so we are actually buyers more on the downside. So we just take here as a resistance right now, unless able to recover back, and then here is bullish. Otherwise, will remain bearish for now. Okay, after it break. So we just basically trade according to the 50-day moving average as a support and resistance. Don't need to think too much. Don't need to overcomplicate. Just follow the sign. So the next support level is at 31,200 or 31,000. Sorry, 3,100 or 3,200 as a support level. Alright, so we can put here as 3,200. Okay, so here is my support level. Alright, so that's my view for gold. Then continue, you will go back to US oil. Alright, so US oil, we know that this whole episode was being played by Iran and Israel war. Ultimately, it back to the downtrend. Alright, descending triangle. US oil spike, the war stop, the oil drop. Alright, so still back to the economy. The economy is not that strong enough to sustain supply and demand, right? So right now the price is hovering. Alright, if it's not going to go, if the war is completely going to stop, alright, and then we may see that oil continue to drop below $63 or $64 this line, whereby we are back to this channel once again. So for the safe side, it's very volatile. If you don't want to get trapped in this war, alright, episode, you may stay away from oil if you if you do not carry any position at the moment. Okay, ultimately, for people who want to play safe, always can wait for here for the oil to come back. Okay, for the oil to come back, and then we can short from here again. Alright, so this pullback may be some, leftover Israel and Iran unhappiness, haven't fully settled down, may cause some spike over here before we drop. Okay, so ultimately, in order to see oil spike up again, we need the catalyst, which is the war continue. So we will see Trump can be the peacemaker in between both of them or not. Okay, so next few counter I just want to mention on stock itself. For stock wise, Apple, let's continue. I mentioned Apple previously. So we can see the Nasdaq, everything is all-time high, but the Apple is still lagging. Alright, since 15 June, I mentioned like 2 weeks ago, Apple is still lagging. It's short of the catalyst for it to push higher to shoot up. Alright, so unless Apple is going to announce something good, then it may shoot up from here. But don't be over disappointed. Ultimately, still on the uptrend, as you can see on the weekly chart. It did not cut below the 200 days. So it's still consolidating. As you can see, if you want to form the channel, you can see it's a triangle over here. Alright, you can see it's a triangle over here. Okay, once it break, and then you may continue to drive from here. Alright, so still pending. If you want to wait, or if you want to accumulate this level or wait for it to go below, it's good to accumulate. I have accumulated a bit over here and wait for the breakout next. Alright, or some people want to wait for the breakout after that, then either way. But to me, Apple fundamentally is good. I don't mind to pick up at this price level. I think it's okay for me. Next counter, I think it's Core Scientific. This is a good counter to watch out as well. Okay, we can see last Friday it spiked up 30%. Okay, it spiked up 30%. Can you see? 33%. This one, this whole thing spiked up 33%. Okay, so what's causing it to spike up is because there's a news saying that CoreWeave, I'm not sure how many of you know this company, CoreWeave, right? Alright, recently just at the IPO. Okay, CoreWeave. CoreWeave, okay. CoreWeave, this unbelievable, right? It's a very, very good stock that actually spiked how many percent? 200+%, I guess. IPO price around 30 plus, pullback 30 plus, right now 200. Alright, highest is 185. Then recently pullback. Okay, so this is something like regards to, if I remember correctly, AI, regarding to AI data center. So I think they went to, there's a news announcement that they want to buy over this company called Core Scientific, and that's why causing the price to spike up. Okay, if you think that this news is good, to be frank, for them to buy over is good news for Core Scientific as well. Then you may want to apply the Fibonacci level. Alright, waiting for pullback. Decent around 38.2%, which is around $14. $15 is good for you to accumulate. Okay, that is provided that you believe the acquisition is good for Core Scientific. Alright, so otherwise, it's a data center after all. AI is the way to go. So we can continue to catch it once it's pulled back 50% from it. I think $40 is quite a good value to go. So to me, I will just write over here 29 June 2025. Wait for pullback to look up if you believe CoreWeave M&A is good for Core Scientific. Okay, so price around 14 slash 14.50 or $15 either way. Okay, so this pullback you may continue right higher. So that's my view for here. And then next thing, you might want to take note on UPS. Okay, why I mention UPS? Not that it's very good, it's just that it has been dropped tremendously since 2022. I think the sales is not that good, not fantastic, but then it dropped to the point that we are near the support area. Can you see that? Around $88. So used to be support so many times. Right now the price reached shady. Okay, I think recently FedEx have good earnings report. They are in the same similar sector, so that is why I'm looking at UPS. Of course, we trade with the trend. Right now we are doing anti-trend trading. Okay, so the upside may be limited unless it break above. So it may be limited back to $100+, but the downside is 88. Once it break below, then we may continue to see that. UPS may go down. Okay, so it's right now very near the support level. I think with good indications, and the sector is seems like performing quite okay, so we may consider to relook into UPS again. Okay, so I'm biased. 29 June 2025, bias upside for UPS with, alright, I just put around $85 as support level. Okay, so that is my view for UPS. Okay, alright, so I think that's all for today and for this week. So nothing much that I want to emphasize because it's only a short week, 3.5 days. So that's all for this week, and then I will see you next week again. Bye bye.